The town of Blackthorn was never the same after the house on Elmwood Street appeared overnight. It wasn't just the house itself that was strange, it was the fact that no one remembered it being built. One morning, it was simply there, towering over the quaint neighborhood like a forgotten tomb. Its windows were boarded up, and its door hung crookedly on hinges that seemed to scream in the wind. But what drew people in wasn't the house, it was the whispers. Whispers that it could eat your memories. At first, no one believed it. But when old Mrs. Hartley, who had suffered from dementia for years, wandered into the house and returned hours later with her memories intact, the rumors started. She remembered her wedding day, her children's birthdays, even the taste of her mother's apple pie. The townsfolk were both terrified and intrigued. I was the first to investigate. I had lost my sister in a car accident 5 years ago, and the pain of that day still felt like an open wound. If the house could truly eat memories, maybe it could take that pain away. I stepped inside, my flashlight flickering. The air smelled of decay and something sweet like rotting fruit. The walls were covered in strange symbols, etched into the paint like they had been drawn in blood. They pulsed faintly, as if alive. "Hello," I called out, but my voice echoed back to me. A staircase led up into darkness. I took the first step, and it creaked beneath my foot. Suddenly, the boards on the windows shattered, and sunlight poured in, revealing a room filled with photographs. They were pictures of people I didn't recognize, but something about them felt familiar. Then I saw a figure in the corner, tall and shadowy, with eyes that glowed like embers. It didn't move, but I could feel its gaze on me. "Who are you?" I whispered. It didn't answer. Instead, it raised a hand, and I felt a tug in my chest. Memories began to surface, my sister's laugh, the way she used to braid my hair, the sound of her voice when she said, "I love you." But then the pain came. The scream of tires, the crunch of metal, the silence that followed. The figure stepped closer, its hand reaching out. I tried to run, but my feet felt heavy, as if rooted to the spot. "You don't understand," I said, tears streaming down my face. "I don't want to forget her." The figure paused, and for a moment, I thought I saw something like recognition in its glowing eyes. Then it spoke. Its voice was like a sigh of wind through dry leaves. "I do not take memories to hurt you. I take them to survive." Before I could respond, the world around me began to shift. The walls melted like wax, and the photographs on the floor began to change. They were no longer of strangers, they were of me. Me and my sister, laughing, crying, growing up together. The figure reached out again, and this time, I didn't pull away. Its touch was cold, but it brought a strange sense of peace. The pain of losing my sister faded, replaced by a dull emptiness. When I left the house, the sun was setting. The streets were quiet, and the house behind me looked smaller, less menacing. But as I walked away, I noticed something. The photographs were gone, and so were my memories. I didn't feel sad. I didn't feel anything. The next day, someone else went into the house. And the day after that, another. Each time, the house seemed to grow stronger, its walls thicker, its symbols brighter. And each time, the person who entered came out different. Now, people say that if you go into the house on Elmwood Street, you'll lose the memories that haunt you. But you'll also lose the ones that make you who you are. And if you listen closely, you can still hear the whispers. But they're not coming from the house. They're coming from the people who went inside.